Hey guys, Monk52 here of course, and today we're covering an old replay. I'm not sure, I hopefully haven't featured this before, but if I have, you can let me know in the comments. I don't think I have though. This is a Francesco Caracciolo replay of the Tier 6 Italian BB. Now, as you can see, this is the brawling variant here, I believe. This was a while ago, so it could be running the other build I have. I've got two main builds for the Caracciolo. You've got one where you're using AL Belfast to prevent your smoke firing ability from being ridiculous. It takes a kilometre off it with my levels, which isn't really that too high on AL Belfast, which is really effective, meaning you can pop your early smoke in the Caracciolo and really get some good free shots in. It's always nice. If you have the accuracy commander, that is a playstyle you can go for again. But really, they should really add a free commander for the accuracy of the Italian battleships. Or you could go for the full brawler secondary build, which probably is a more fun build. I'm not even sure which one I'm running. I've got four heals, so it looks like I'm running the accuracy build. That being said, it really does depend. This build is still quite questionable in terms of accuracy. It does get significantly better with an accuracy commander. The accuracy commander makes the Roma as accurate as the Jean Bart with the same build, so it really isn't too far. Roma is pretty decent for an accuracy commander. Same with Cavour. So when the free one comes out, which it should one day, maybe when we're old and grey, we'll get some stuff done. So Nagato we can overmatch because we have 15-inch guns, so we can overmatch his bow if we manage to hit it. We do not, we just hit his armor belt, which of course bounces. But we do manage to turn away in time for a returned fire. Plus, this is a Nagato we're looking at. Even if we did get broadside, he's probably unlikely to even land a single shot. So Smokescreen's running out. We're okay, we've got our free shots in there. We've avoided some HE spam from whatever cruiser that is. I can't actually see because I'm getting the way you're recording these things. We're going to get another decent grouping shot from the Caracciolo, and it doesn't actually take him out. Get a kill steal, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter as long as the guy goes down. I've seen a lot of teams lose games by players not finishing off low value targets and just focusing on getting the big numbers. Big numbers is great and all for your personal scores and so forth, but getting the kills off the board, getting the ships off the board is really, really important. So, as much as we all moan about kill steals, it's annoying, of course, but at the end of the day, sometimes you just need the ships sunk. It doesn't matter if the Nagato's got 1 health or all his health, you can still fire his guns and that can still death strike a target or give you a massive walloping that you'll not be happy about. So yeah, you always finish off targets whenever you can, guys, particularly high important ships that can murder you or the destroyers. Basically, your priority should be destroy. That was a nice shot, by the way. Oh, look at this. I must be running an accuracy build in this thing, because since when do I get shots like this? Yeah, you finish off priority targets. You shoot destroyers if you can. Things that will kill you are the most important for you, because if you can stay alive, then you can do more for your team. It's always good to stay alive, of course. If you're going to go down, you want to get a valuable trade. But realistically, your best targets for you are the targets that keep you alive and keep the rest of your team alive. And wow, we're having some really good shots here. Fiji from quite a while away. We do get a Citadel. 4 overpens, but stay, that's not bad. This Iowa is reversing. I don't think he saw me here. This is going to be a little bit unfortunate for him. Can we... Well, okay, we secondaries are going. Don't think he even had manual secondaries at this point, which is, again, shows how old this replay is. We do not yoink that kill. Jeez, we yoinked that kill. But stay up doesn't really matter as long as the shot's hit. We had nothing else to shoot at, so might as well finish off that target. Push forward here, we've got Fiji ahead of us, I believe, and then we've got a destroyer to our left. So, in this situation, I think he would expect us to go forward, or at least hug the island, so full speed ahead is what I'm going to do. Then again, turning left here is just minimizing my profile a little bit, plus I gotta keep that angle on the Fiji. Popping the rolling smoke is really good because it prevents the tracking of the torpedo target, the destroyer, and we're going to do some course alteration to make sure those torpedoes do not hit their mark. Again, this is the benefit of the Italian BBs. That smoke screen is not just useful for disengaging. It's also useful for pushing targets and just basically, you know, they know you're coming, but they can't see you. Obviously, you cannot shoot in this state because of the smoke firing penalty, but you can if you're running AL Belfast. But again, this is still 15-inch guns, very high, very big guns for a smoke screen to try and conceal. And with that, you really don't want to be shooting your guns in these Italian smoke screens with the battleships, because you will spot yourself and these smoke screens will be literally useless. So when you are doing that, try and mitigate your chance of doing that. Now Fiji made a mistake here, and he took a shot in his smoke screen, and smoke screens don't double stack. If you're in a smoke screen and he's in a smoke screen, he fires, and you're in a detection range, then he gets spotted. So that Fiji's made that cardinal mistake. I think a division mate of mine or somebody slapped him here, and we're just going to try and get the finishing kill on this Fiji, because Fiji does have heals. We do yoink that kill. We're actually doing a fair amount of jobs here and yoinking these kills here, but hey, it doesn't really matter as long as the boats go down. As the case I mentioned before. We've got a Gneisenau over here. Obviously this thing is meant for brawling, but the Gneisenau and Scharnhorst are probably the best in tier for the brawling, just the fact that they have torpedoes as well, which is of course incredibly effective in battleship jousting brawls. So you really have to pick your fights carefully and really bait the torpedoes out, or just fight them at the range they can't use them. Obviously the destroyer has come back for more, and we're gonna try our best to mitigate this here. I think we do one torpedo salvo. We're gonna eat one, that's for sure. Maybe even two here. This is a little bit unfortunate there. I've noticed again, I really should be in full reverse there instead of going a quarter speed like a numpty. So a bit of a misplay, and it did cost me about 20k health, so I'm not really sure that's not really great. I'm going to highlight that. And that is a vacuum, so these French torps hit very hard, but just to add insult to injury, that was on the stern and the bow where the torpedo protection doesn't count for jack. So that's going to be pretty darn devastating, and obviously he's got his third set if he turns the ship around. And yeah, we're going to try and mitigate that. We do dodge that, which is always nice. And the next bet here, because we're such low on health, we're just going to go kick it in reverse and slow down a little bit and let this Odin take over, because of course Odin has sonar, which is always handy, and second off he's just got more hit points, so maybe if the destroyer goes for him he can tank a little bit more. Obviously the Odin torpedo protection is one of its weaknesses. It is very vulnerable to getting torpedoed, but it does of course have the sonar. Does Odin get sonar? Yeah, Odin does get sonar. Yeah, pretty sure Odin gets sonar. Yeah, it does. So yeah, we'll try and do that. Now if the enemy vacuum is picking his battles carefully, he'd probably go for me, but I'm probably out of his range because he's probably kiting and he's gone for the Odin instead, which is obviously a good stuff for me, which means I can get the smoke and disengage. He does get some shots in. Brandenburg on the enemy team dev strikes the Iowa with torpedoes. Again, the power of the German battleship brawls is very strong, and we gotta definitely respect that. Now, there's no point chasing this Gneisenau to the back of the map. Literally all he's doing is at the back of the map shooting. He's not really providing much benefit to his own team besides bringing these two battleships away. Now we can mitigate that ourselves by just simply sailing away from him. We've got our smoke screen to try and prevent any torpedoes coming our way, making it harder for the vacuum to get shots in, also providing a little bit of cover for the Odin if he chooses not to fire. And yeah, we can try and get into the vac and defend the B cap where we've got 600 points as opposed to their 230. So yeah, we can get some really good stuff. Meanwhile as well, we can additionally shoot the Gneisenau, who of course will have to come back from into the game because we're running away from him, because his only goal right now is to get us away from the main fight, which is defending the caps, and that's how you win the games. Most games are won by points, not necessarily by every ship dying. So yeah, we're doing that. Of course we are spotted now as soon as we leave our smoke screen and the vacuum is there, but we do know the vacuum is at least on the side of on the right hand side of B, so the chances are he's probably going to torpedo the Odin, at least for now. But we'll have to be very careful about our next follow-up shots here. He's still going after the Odin, which means we're a little bit safe to try in a straight line here, but it's still very risky. Vacuum dev strikes the Odin, unfortunately. Must have either run out of sonar or just been rather unlucky. Gneisenau is going to burn to death, looks like. I'm not even sure now. Will he burn to death? Usually in this case, a lot of the time they have one damage control that keeps them alive. And there we go, he does do it actually. There's his damage control. And this guy now could, there we go, these shots. Oh, we bounced the shots on his turrets. No. And again, he's on no health and he's did 4,000 damage to us, and 4,000 damage to us really adds up. So hopefully next time we can get some work done on the guy. If we can kick it in reverse here, we can just basically throw the Vacuolin's aim off guard, kick it in reverse, and plus get a little bit of a closer shot on the guys now. Maybe even bring the secondaries into play. But then again, the Caracciolo's guns are about as trolly as can be. So we're going to try our best to maybe get into secondary range. We're going to try and do something because this boat doesn't go down, and the Caracciolo's accuracy is very questionable. I believe our secondary range is under 7 here. I think we actually checked it there. Yeah, the secondaries do fire. We fire main guns as well. We want this guy dead. And there we go. We actually pick up a Kraken, which is quite funny. The vacuum pops up as well. He's in secondary battery range, and these SAP secondaries, do not take broadside destroyers very kindly. You'll absolutely get ripped a new one by them. We could have switched shells here, but we've already quite a lot on reload here, and we've got to be very careful. Now, it looks like we're going to die here, but at the same time, we also have our last shot on the vacuum here, and we get him. And there we go. That's number kill number 6. This match I thought was a prime example of finishing off targets number 1 and number 2. Don't let people pull you to the back of the map. Fight where the most important part of the battlefield is. The caps, or where all the ships are congregated. Be very careful about that, and if people try and get you, don't take the bait. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Have a lovely day. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you next time.